Good day everyone. For this video, I am going to report about layout and housekeeping facilities. There is no ideal or universal model for the layout of a housekeeping department. We have the housekeeping design factors. There are a few considerations to be kept in mind when planning housekeeping facilities. A. It must be accessible to all employees of the hotel as they visit the uniform room for exchanging uniforms. Food and beverage personnel and floor supervisors visit the linen room for exchanging linen. The location must be away from the guest view and traffic. The floor must be strong for heavy equipment such as laundry machines. The sound and vibration of equipment should not disturb guests. Effective climate control is necessary. Extreme temperatures ruin textiles and equipment. Housekeeping corridors must be spacious for mobile equipment and staff traffic, especially at exchange counters, of the uniform and the linen rooms. Distribution of points for linen may vary. Busy hotels may have floor pantries, while chalet-type resort properties may need service hats to reserve a given number of chalets. Physical fatigue is caused by too much movement, lack of climate control, and carrying heavy loads. The physical layout should take productivity of staff into account while planning the facility. Lighting must be right in the linen and uniform rooms so that stains and damages can be spotted. Every government prescribes safety codes, especially when people work. The codes prescribe adequate methods of waste disposal, recycling of materials like bottles, newspapers, and cans, sanitation schedules, preventive maintenance schedule. Adequate storage to stock volumes in linen uniforms, cleaning detergent, operational equipment, lost and found items, toxic chemicals, etc. Utilities such as power, fuel, water, and steam connections are required for housekeeping and laundry equipment. The utility connection should be easily accessible and concealed for safety. The facility design must be so that it's easy to keep the facility safe and sanitized. Cleaning crews must have access to every corner of the facility, especially under heavy equipment. The layout should match the type of building constructions. Skyscrapers, for instance, require efficient service elevators, while chalet-type resort properties may require sturdy access roads to roll trolley carts. So here we have the housekeeping department layout. As you can see, this is the department layout, housekeeping department layout. So next, let's look at each housekeeping layout component in detail. First, we have the executive housekeeper's cabin. It is the main administration center for the department. It must be an independent cabin for silence and privacy. It is glass paneled so as to give the housekeeper a view of what is happening outside her office. The office is preceded by a cabin for the secretary who would control movement into the housekeeper's office. In that photo, it is example of an executive housekeeper cabins. And also, executive housekeeper's cabins is a responsibility for the cleanliness, maintenance, and guest service in all guest suites, as well as the cleanliness of public areas and crew areas. They are also responsible for the smooth operation of the ship laundry linen room operation. Next is the control desk room. Control desk room's main function is ensuring coordination between housekeeping and other departments such as front office, maintenance, room service, security, sales and marketing, and so on. It is located near to the office of the executive housekeeper. It is main connection where, yes, where relevant housekeeping information is sent and received. This is the nerve center for coordination with the front office banquets. The room has a desk and a chair, preferably more than one telephone and a computer terminal for information storage and control. It should have a large notice board to display essential information for the staff. The desk control room is the point where all staff report for duty and check out at the end of duty. It adjoins the housekeeper's office. So next, we have the lost and found section. We are very familiar with this. A room for items left behind and from which the owners may retrieve them. It is a cupboard in a control desk room to store misplaced guest belongings that may be claimed later. It is away from thoroughfare. The area is secure, cool, and dry. Next is the linen room. This is where the current linen is stored for issue and receipt. The room is well lit, large and airy, and free from heat and humidity. It has adequate shelves to stock linen and secure it from pilferage. The linen room has a counter for exchange of linen. The linen room must adjoin the in-house laundry for smooth and speedy exchange of fresh and soiled linen and uniforms. It is accessible only to authorized persons. It must have only one entry and exit door for security. Next is the uniform room. This room stocks the uniform in current circulation. The volume of uniform circulation determines whether to have an independent room or not. Hanging racks, as most uniforms are best maintained when hung. Shelves for regular hardy uniforms like dungarees, chef's jackets, etc. Cupboards for small accessories like gloves, ties, bows, cups, and etc. Exchange counter for employees who come to collect and deposit their uniforms. Exchange counter with the in-house laundry. It has only one entry and exit door for security. We have the housekeeping store. Housekeeping store. The room should be cool and dry. It is provided with shelves to stock the linen and materials. Larger hotels may have an independent store for linen and another for uniforms, based on the volume of materials in circulation and the hotel's policy to stock such large numbers. It has only one entry-exit door for security. Next is heavy equipment store. It is a store to stock bulky housekeeping equipment like vacuum cleaners, carpet shampoo machines, ladders for chandelier, and window cleaning. The room should be clean and dry. It is securely locked to prevent pilferage or theft, as they constitute substantial capital investment. It has only one entry and exit door for security. Next is the tailor room. The room has sewing machines at machining station based on the number of tailors employed. It has shelves and cupboards to store materials used for uniforms. It has accessible only to tailors and uniform room personnel. It is clean and dry place. Smaller hotels may outsource this function to reliable tailors in the city to save space and recurrent labor cost. In tailor room, we have stitching and repairing of linen and uniforms takes place. We have upholster and furniture yard. A storage area for upholstered furniture that has been damaged. It should be stored in this area because furniture takes space for the guest. This space provided for store damaged upholstered furniture. Tailors specialize in reupholstery work in this yard. Since furniture takes space, it requires adequate space to store them. Next is the floor linen room. It is the housekeeping nerve center for the floor. It is away from guest views, situated at the end of floors or of the foyers of service elevators. It maintains a complete turnover of fresh linen to service all rooms on the floor. It is equipped with shelves and cupboards, hampers, and a sink with a water supply for washing glasses. The floor linen room pantry. Each guest floor has a floor linen room to keep supply of linen, guest supplies, and cleaning supplies to service the rooms on the floor. Next is the flower room. This room is used by the in-house florists who prepare flower arrangements for display at various parts of the hotel. They are supplied to restaurants for table decorations and buffet displays. The room is air-conditioned to keep the flower fresh. It has work tables to assemble the flower arrangements. It has tap with running water and sink. Next is the greenhouse. It is an area covered in a polythene or glass. It has a water source to water the plants. Next is the horticulture equipment store. There are numbers of garden tools such as lawn mowers, spades, rakes, pots, etc. that are essential for gardening operations. These need to be stored safely. The store is external facility easily accessible to gardeners. The size of the store increases as the area of landscaping increases. So that's all. And next is we have the 5S. Good housekeeping techniques for enhancing productivity, quality, and safety at the workplace. So what is 5S? 5S is a systematic form of visual management utilizing everything from floor tape to operation manuals. It is not just about cleanliness or organization, it is also about maximizing efficiency and profit. 5S is a framework that emphasizes the use of a specific mindset and tools to create efficiency and value. It involves observing, analyzing, collaborating, and searching for waste, and also it involves the practice of removing waste. So 5S in start, it is defined as a methodology that results in a workplace that is clean, uncluttered, safe, and well organized to help reduce waste and optimize productivity. It is designed to help build a quality work environment both physically and mentally. So we have the 5S. It is sort, set in order, shine, standardize, and systemize. So 5S is the acronym for 5 Japanese words: Suri, Siton, Sisu, Seketsu, and Setsuki. And they represent the 5 steps for a systematic technique for good housekeeping as indicated in the table below. Sort, set order, shine, standardize, and sustain. So why do we practice 5S? The general concept of the 5S is that they are intended to eliminate waste. Working in disorder is neither productive nor safe. 5S is a simple and practical method to instill a quality culture at the workplace. It is relatively easy to undertake and requires minimal additional resources. The first and small, the investment made in time and effort pays off in a much bigger manner when the results are realized and maintained. So why do we practice 5S? Because it helps to eliminate waste, streamline production, and optimize efficiencies. So the importance of 5S: when you adopt 5S, you make a commitment to put safety, organization, and effectiveness ahead of production deadlines, profits, and output. Machine breakdowns are reduced since clean and well-maintained equipment breakdowns less frequently, and it also becomes easier to diagnose and repair before breakdowns occur, therefore extending equipment life. Errors are minimized, leading to making defect-free products. Consumables and material wastage are minimized. Morale and satisfaction of employees improves, and the productivity of the organizations improves, together with the quality of products and services. So how do we practice 5S? First, we have sort or sari, meaning it distinguishing or sort out between wanted and unwanted items at place of work and removal of unwanted items. So the method of this is decide what is necessary and unnecessary, check the floor, shelves, lockers, and more. Put red tag on unnecessary items, throw or discard unused items past a year, things used once in 6 to 12 months, stored at distance from workstation. Things used more than once in a month should be available at a central point in a workplace. Things used hourly or every day or once in a week should be near at the workstation. So we have the benefits. What are the benefits of sort? It is reduced time in searching materials, tools, or papers, have better flow of work, inventory cost of unnecessary items is reduced. Next is set in order or setun, meaning organize and identify storage for efficient use. Methods, if necessary, reassign spaces, racks, cabinets, and etc. Decide where to put all the materials allocated with the proper label, use alert or indication for out of stock, use standard color coding for a working area, entrance and exit. Benefits, you make a lesser mistake, you reduce searching time, your work environment becomes safe, you take things out and keep back easily. Next is shine, meaning it involves cleaning everything, keeping it clean daily, and using cleaning to inspect the workplace and equipment for defects. This is an action to clean the workplace daily. So methods, clean and inspect everything, machinery, workstations, storage cabinets, open floor spaces, take notes of what had to be cleaned or tidied, how frequently it may be needed, resources required. Finish documenting the results by taking photograph of the final result. This becomes the new standard. Benefits, your workplace become free of dirt and stains, which is the starting point for quality. With your equipment, lifespan will be prolonged and breakdown will be less. Create a pleasant environment, prevent accidents. So 4 is standardize, meaning fundamentally about establishing clear and ambiguous norms for people to perform to. Standards are a prerequisite for continuous improvement. Methods, document procedure and guidelines for sorting, set in order, and shine. Make a checklist list for each section and train your people in using them. Carry out periodic evaluation by using the above checklist. Use visual management to act quickly. Benefits, your activities will be simplified. You will have consistency in the workplace. You will avoid mistakes with better visual and transparency. Management work efficiency will improve. Next is the sustain, the last one, means discipline, denotes commitments to maintain orderliness and to practice first. And to practice first 3S is as a way of life. This also requires that your employees show positive and interest and overcome resistance to change. Methods, create awareness and publicize the system, create a structure of how and when 5S activities will be implemented, formulate guidelines for audit evaluation of 5S implementation, provide management support by providing resources and leadership reward, recognize. Benefits, promotes habit for complying with workplace rules and procedures, creates healthy atmosphere and good workplace. It helps you to develop teamwork, provides you with data for improving 5S. So, what is management role in implementing 5S? Management has the important role to facilitate and support the process by acknowledging the importance of 5S for the organization, allowing employees time for 5S, providing resources and infrastructure for 5S implementation. Personal involvement in implementation of 5S, creating intangible and intangible rewards and recognition for improvements, and promoting ongoing 5S efforts. So that's all. Thank you for listening. Again, I am Julian Abugan Julian. This is my report. Thank you.